Alright, look, I know it's been forever since my last one, but just hear me out for a second. So Rihanna just took care of the hit Indian who made she was my girlfriend, right? Yeah, the main character Bob's built different. But to see exactly how to discover his on-screen feat stats. Starting off, Bob has some very consistent wall level scale in terms of his strength. In episode 71, for instance, he was able to easily whip out one of let's just assume it's Marvel for a second. Getting that Bob's around 6 foot tall with the pillar being slightly taller than him. This would put the pillar at about 1.8 thousand pounds, already making Bob about 18 times stronger than your average person. Okay, this next one's gonna need a lot of explaining, so just hear me out for a second. In episode 49, he was easily able to break through spider's leg, which is about 5 times more durable than steel. And it takes about 400 million newtons of force to break through steel, meaning that Bob has about 2 billion newtons of force. Interestingly, this would actually put Bob at about small building level. Now let's go over his speed really quickly. Pun not intended. Due to the speed Bob usually cleans out, as mentioned in all the episodes, he also takes him about 2 seconds to go around the entire fan. And an average mansion can be about 80 feet wide, so let's just assume Alice Mansion is 80 feet wide. This would put Bob at about 40 feet per second, otherwise known as 27.3 miles per hour. And to put it into perspective, this would put him just as fast, if not slightly faster, than the fastest human in human record, Usain Bolt. Now let's go over Bob's last, most powerful, and most consistent form of feats, his durability. Now, in the series itself, it's shown multiple times that Bob has little to no bone structure, meaning that he is able to get quits with little to no injuries. Now, due to Smiling Friends kind of having similar levels of durability, this should put Bob at around street level. However, due to Bob having no bone structure whatsoever, and that's kind of still do having bone structure, this would escalate until the same level as his strength being wall to small building. But I say Bob's durability is his most powerful trait because it's the most consistent in terms of power scaling. So here are some feats / ability that I just couldn't calculate for the life of me. So, in conclusion, if Bob was real, he would be the most powerful creature we have ever seen. Actually, just be lucky it wasn't his freaking Chuck Norris of a father. If this video gets 1,000 views, I'll power scale him too.